Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to Women Who Rock with Success, a digital media source for professional and entrepreneurial women. Did you know that we can be found on Google Play, Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Sam's Broadcasting, AutoCast, and more? Women Who Rock with Success airs live each Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Time, followed by our latest brand, Women Who Rock Investigates. We handpick professional women in many areas who can provide credible information in their field to build your business and lifestyle. To learn more about us, just visit our website at www.womenwhorockwithsuccess.com.
And good morning, and welcome to Women Who Rock with Success. We have been having some trouble this morning with our studio, but we thank you so much for tuning in with us on today. We have a great guest with us that is in the studio, and so we're going to be talking today with Julie Kent MBE. So now this is the Julie Kent that received a MBE award from Queen Elizabeth II, and that's a very high award to be able to receive. And so Julie is a thought-provoking, exciting keynote speaker who is on a world tour circulating the globe via virtual events and podcast interviews. Julie talks about grit and resilience and about how the power of giving helped her to heal. She expands on her incredible experience with research, explaining clearly how giving more could enhance our lives with enjoyment and even longevity. And so we know that it is a great factor to be able to give back to organizations. It's great to give back to individuals. It is great to be able to give back to where things are needed, prices are needed, and it's just a wonderful thing. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back in just a moment. And good morning and welcome.
Hi, Diane.
Yes,
Hello.
I am here, yes, good morning.
Good. It's afternoon here, Diane.
Oh, wow. We are totally different in time. So thank you so much for taking the time out with Women Who Rock with Success on today. And we're excited to learn more and more about your brand, what you do, and the Philanthropist as to why you came to start to be able to give. So tell the audience a little bit about you.
Well, I'm a retired teacher and lived in an English boarding school for 20 years with 60 teenage girls. I sadly lost my first daughter 27 years ago from a brain tumor when she was only 3 years old. And following that, I started a charity with my husband in her name, and we raised enough money to have two children's oncology wards named after her in Bristol and in Gloucestershire. And following that, I got involved with raising money for different kinds of charities: breast cancer, children's cancer, teenage cancer, the homeless. And last year was honoured with an MBE from the Queen Elizabeth in England.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. So tell us a little bit about the MBE. Some individuals may not know what the MBE is and what it stands for, so share with the audience a little bit about it.
Well, it's an honour that the Queen awards to people that are nominated for years and years of work. So for me, because I've been involved in different charities for 28 years, someone, and I didn't know anything about it, gathered all the information from all the charities that I have been involved with and sent it all to someone who acts for the Queen Elizabeth, and they decide then on who will be given the awards. And there is an MBE, an OBE, or you can become a Sir or a Dame. And I will have to go to London and meet the Queen, and she will shake my hand. I have to practice my curtsy, and then she will give me the medal. I know, I'm practicing now, Diane. I'm practicing. I keep thinking I can't wear a tight dress. I won't be able to curtsy if I've got a tight dress on. And then I will do the curtsy, and she will give me the medal. And then when I go to events in England and I wear a long dress or dinners, I will be able to also get a smaller medal that I will wear on my dress, like men wear when they have medals from military things, if they go to war or whatever, and they wear medals. I will have a medal to wear on my dress like that. So it's a massive honour to be given an honour from the Queen.
Absolutely, because when President Obama was being inaugurated the first time, or he may have won the presidency, and the First Lady, Michelle Obama, I think she walked up to the Queen and hugged her. I think that was something that was not permitted, but the Queen, so when the Queen didn't, you know, I think she, you know, maybe kind of played into it and what have you, and so that kind of rung a bell when you were telling us about, you know, how you have to dress and everything like that. Everything has to be critique when you, you know, are in the presence of the Queen. And that's the way I think it's supposed to be. If an individual has earned that type of status in life, I feel that they have the right to be able to say how an individual should be able to approach them. I don't think that it was a big issue. It was just the media had caught it. And so once the media had caught it, they brought it out, of course. So that is a wonderful honor. And I know that you kind of shared with us a little bit about your daughter as to, you know, as to some of the work that you do. And so I want you to be able to also kind of give us a little bit more details as to why you chose philanthropy, because a lot of individuals, they look at it as, okay, I have a corporate America job, or I'm a celebrity. A lot of celebrities give back to a lot of charities and what have you. And so this would be also good for our audience to be able to learn how this can be able to help them. And it's not about achieving on a specific status. When we spoke last week, you was not even aware that, you know, you were going to be able to receive this recipient award from the Queen. So share a little bit about the impact of it, of the philanthropy, and how it has impacted you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not something that you think about at all. And just meeting the Queen and shaking hands with her will be absolutely amazing. But at the time when, you know, we didn't have any other children, she was our first child. And I don't think there is anything worse than losing a child. And we just felt that we needed to do something positive, that, you know, from such a horrific thing to happen, we needed something good to come out of it. And so that's why we formed the charity. And as time went on and we met parents and delivered things, you know, there was a child who had been off school for a long time and they wanted to go back to school. And we bought them a sort of biggish buggy that the child could be pushed around school, and to arrive and deliver that to a family that were still having treatment, really, but to bring joy to others really helped us cope with the pain that we were feeling. And I do think that even now, you know, if you have a bad day or you're struggling with something, if you do something good for someone else, if you think of other people, I think it makes them feel better, and it also helps you to feel better. So it's my kind of mantra now. And you know, no matter how successful you are in business or whatever, you can still do small acts of kindness or think of other people. And it's good for you, and it's good for the person that you're helping. And it's a whole win-win situation, which businesses are looking for all the time. Everyone wants a win-win situation. And giving gives you that win-win situation.
Absolutely. And as last week we had discussed, you know, through video, and I still want to touch on that a little bit today as well. You know, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, you know, because this is like a royal thing that you have, and so we have to associate what you have received, and plus Princess Diana, their mom, was also a huge philanthropist and what have you. And so what types of encouragement would you give them? So take, for example, if you came to the U.S. and they know about this MBE, so what type of encouragement even would you give to the Duchess of Sussex?
Well, she probably wouldn't ask me for any advice. I wouldn't have thought, but they are carving out their new life, aren't they, in America? And they are going to choose now the associations and charities that they're going to get involved with. And certainly she was very open when she had a miscarriage, and I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't get involved with a charity, something like that, because they know that to be well known, it's really important. If they get behind a charity, then other people will follow. And so it will be really good for charities to have them on board as patrons. And, you know, I'm on 3 boards. I sit on 3 different boards of charities now. And people do contact me and say, oh, you know, could I have a power hour with you just to get some new ideas? Because
Okay, and so we're still waiting on Julie. She's calling in from the UK, so we're going to give her just a few minutes. So just listen to the music as it plays. We're going to give her a few minutes because she's calling in from a different country, okay? And so sometimes that may pose some challenges and difficulties. So we'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, Julie, are you back with us?
I am. Sorry, Diane. I feel like we're doomed.
Okay, no, we're not. No, we're not. You can just continue to respond to the question. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure Meghan and Harry will contact me if I come to America. I think they'll be fine on their own. But I'm sure that they realise the importance of them getting involved in different charities and for them to be patrons of whatever they choose. And especially when Meghan was so open about her miscarriage, I imagined that might be something she might get involved in. And for me, I'm on the board of 3 charities at the moment, and other charities contact me and say, can they have a power hour with me to suggest maybe new ways of fundraising or looking at the organisation and the way it's set up and whether that's a good thing. So, it's good to offer services to all different charities, I think.
Absolutely. Okay, and so let's talk about your music world. As we shared, we discussed and had some laughs about this. Former Bill Clinton here in the United States, I think back in the 90s or something like that, he could play the saxophone. So, when I was looking at your biography and everything, and I was like, this woman is playing the saxophone, and the music that you play is on point. There was not a key that was off. So let's talk about a little bit about that, about you as a musician. It was wonderful because it's rare that you see women playing saxophone and guitars, and so we can talk about that a little bit, about your career, your music career.
Well, I learned to play the flute when I was 9. And when I was 16, I decided I wanted to play the saxophone. It looked much more fun. It was louder, and it got me noticed. And following that, I did a degree in jazz and light music and played all over the world. I played in Dubai. I played at Nice Jazz Festival, played in Bahrain. And I enjoyed playing jazz and pop music and soul music. And that is what I ended up teaching one-to-one in the school in Cheltenham. So I am looking forward to getting out and doing some more gigs when everything opens up. And when I go out and do my keynote speech, I play Baker Street either at the beginning or the end of my talk.
Okay, great. Okay, and so what is going to be the next chapter for you? I know you do a lot of giving, you do a lot of speaking to a lot of charities and to a lot of organizations. What is your next chapter that you would like to see accomplished as a long-term goal?
I'm just about to launch my own podcast, and the podcast is called What's in the Goodie Bag. And the idea is that I talk to and interview successful people, either sports people or business people, and they all donate something into my goodie bag, which I will then raffle or auction for charity. Again, to show that business people can be givers as well as go-getters. And what are they doing? I want to know what they're doing to make a difference to other people. So that's really exciting. And looking forward to traveling around the world, really, and really taking the message in person rather than, online or by podcast or on Zoom or whatever. It'll be really nice to get out and actually visit the countries.
Absolutely. And so just this is going to be the next to the last question. And so with your global tour, what are the takeaways that you would want your audience and viewers to be able to see?
What I really want is for people to look at their local communities and find out their local charities that need help. And I'm hoping by me going to speak, they will start to do things for their local communities, raise some money, take the money so they see where the money is going to go to, how their money will benefit the communities. And I'm hoping, it will create a ripple effect. People will enjoy fundraising, enjoy making a difference, and just by my talk, it will affect people across the world.
Absolutely. So with the last question, how can they be able to follow what it is that you do? Are there any publications that you have written, or are there any links that you would like to share for the audience to be able to follow you?
Yeah, my website is juliekentmbe.com, and on there are the details of my Power Hour, and I'm on all Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Julie Kent MBE. And if people do go and raise money for their local communities or their big charities, please tag me in so that I can send a message to say well done and stay in contact with people that really want to make a difference.
Absolutely. Julie, we thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be able to be our guest on today. Audience, we have learned a lot from Julie, and we would love to be able to follow up with you, later on this year, to be able to see where you are on this global tour that you have for philanthropy. So until next time, you all, thank you so much again, Julie. We would like to express that. And until next week, everyone, you can be able to tune in with us on our website before we go live next Thursday at www.womenwhorockwithsuccess.com. Thank you so much, Julie, again, okay?
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.